So I'm going to be pressure canning these pinto beans in these pint jars, but I'm not doing it like this. I'm going to actually empty the contents of these jars in a bowl and draining the water, and then I'm going to get them sanitized in the pressure canner, fill it with water. Then I'm going to take this, pour the beans back into the jars, fill it with water and leave about 1 inch of headspace, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because that is what a person on my YouTube channel, I'm not sure if they're one of my subscribers, I have no idea, but I'm going to I'm going to use their knowledge in how they described how they pressure can their pinto beans. The water is now in the Instant Pot Max. I put the jars in there. I took the lids out. I'll clean and sanitize the lids. I've got my beans in the bowls that are over on the side, and each one of those will go back into the jar once it's sanitized and cleaned up, and we'll throw them in the jars and we'll figure out this as we go. I'm hoping that I'll have 4 pint jars of fresh pinto beans on the shelf. And so hopefully this will all work out. Okay, so the machine just popped, and we're gonna go ahead and put the jars up here and fill the jars with the beans. So the jars had a little bit of residue at the bottom of them, and I'm not sure if they're even safe to use, but I think the only thing I had in those jars, I'm probably going to have to redo those jars, but the only thing I had in them was water and beans. That's it. So we're going to go ahead and redo this sterilization and put water in these jars so that I can clean them out. So we put the jars back in the Instant Pot, and I'm going to redo the timer for sanitizing. This is going to take a little longer. So I've poured the beans in the jars. There was a little bit of residue, but I think it's going to be okay. And what I'm going to do is I've filled this up with the Berkey water, and I'm going to pour some water in here, but I'm going to put some chicken broth in the pint jars. I'm going to cancel from the previous session. I'll press canning. We're going to go to high pressure. We're going to take it up to, we'll go 1 hour and 20. It's like 75 minutes or 80 minutes, something like that. And then we're going to no vent. We don't want to keep it warm, and we're going to press start. And that is going to begin the beans. As you can see, I've already done my meat, my hamburger meat, and we're going to put that in the refrigerator. And then when this is done, I'm going to take those out and sanitize those 3 jars, the pint jars back there, and then we're going to pressure can the meat. So it's still cooking, it's got 30 minutes left. So the beans released, and we're going to open the lid. I'm really hoping that the beans actually set, because I forgot to, wasn't even thinking, I forgot to clean the rims off with the vinegar, or just even wipe it down before I put it into the Instant Pot Max. So I'm hoping that it actually sets. I am going to go ahead and sterilize the jars, and then tomorrow morning I will put in the ground meat. So we have successfully canned pinto beans, and they all sealed. So those are done. I'm going to clean those jars up and put them away. And then in here, we went ahead and sterilized the 3 pints. So we're going to go ahead and put the meat in there, and then we're going to go ahead and seal it up and pressurize 3 pint jars of hamburger meat. So the water is finished boiling, and I'm going to pour them into the jars, and then we're going to place them into the pot after we clean the rims, and then seal them up, and we'll be good to go. They'll be done in about 75 minutes, and we should have 3 perfect jars of pressure canned hamburger meat. I pulled those out by my hands because they were actually cool. They had been cooking all day. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching, and if you would, please subscribe to my channel, give my video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.